Good morning everybody, my name is Mitchell. I'm from Fine Form Physio and today I want to talk to you about one of my favourite injuries, ankle sprains. I've been seeing a lot of ankle sprains recently because it's the middle of the season of football and netball, and over here I've got one of my colleagues, Ken. Now you guys have probably already met Ken.
Hey guys.
But if you'd like to follow us around, I'm going to show you some of the things that we do to help manage and treat ankle sprains. Alright. One of the most important things to manage during ankle sprain is ankle movement. It's one of the things that is most limited and often hardest to get back. This test here is called the knee to wall test, and if Ken would like to help us out by showing us, it measures how close you can get your knee to the wall and how far you can bring your toes back as a measure of how far the ankle moves, if you see here.
That's about it.
So Ken's got pretty good movement. We looked for a little bit more than 10, and Ken does have that. Now, if Ken were to have a limitation here, we could do a few different things to help him improve that. If it was a muscular limitation, I would ask Ken to do some stretches. So Ken, if you'd like to show us some calf stretching in through here. Wonderful. Some other ways we can manage stretches and calf problems is through massage and needling. So Ken, would you like to come over to the bed here?
Of course.
Now if you'd like to bear with us, I'll just show you a little bit of what we do in terms of massage. And something else I like to do in my treatments, which is dry needling.
That feels great, Mitch.
That feels great. Wonderful.
Good job, mate.
So Ken doesn't have a limitation in his muscular system, so we don't need to do this for too much longer. So, next point of call would be some needling for me. Needling is a very good way of targeting pinpoint muscle tightness, okay? It's been shown to get very, very good release results. And let me show you some now. So Ken's already... How's that feel, Ken?
Amazing.
No stinging, no burning?
Absolutely not.
Wonderful.
I love needles.
Let me do one more. Does that feel okay?
Yes, it's perfect.
Beautiful. Now while we let Ken simmer for a little bit, let me come over and show you some other things that we can do. Okay, so the needles are out, and now I'm going to do a bit of a glide to help get the bones moving properly. This is a Mulligan's technique, and I've found it very useful in my practice. Ken, when you're ready? One more. Perfect. How does that feel?
Great.
Wonderful. Let's go into some strengthening. Now,
Perfect.
to test Ken's strength, I would ask him just to balance against the wall here, one finger on the wall. And standing on one leg, how many calf raises can you do?
6.
Now ideally we want more than 6, but let's say Ken can only get 6. What I'd go through next is finding out if it's an activation limitation or if there's something else going on regarding recruitment. Now this is highly varied, so you'll need to come into the clinic so we can do that. Next thing we need to focus on is balance. Now we've got some balance discs set up, but just to test Ken's balance, I'd ask him to get onto one leg. When he's comfortable, close his eyes, and we'll time this. Now Ken's very good at this.
Pretty good.
But commonly after an ankle injury, this can take it can be a big problem. So if Ken had a lot of problem, we can use things like the Dura disc here, or the foam disc. And what this is doing, it's helping to improve his... It's very good. What it's doing is helping to get the muscles activated and improving his foot posture. Foot posture is very, very important. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Now let's see if that made a difference.
Yes.
Let's come over to this hop and balance. Now if you'd like to line yourself up here, and all I want to see is how far you can hop and then maintain your balance. Hop forward and hold. Wonderful. This is a very accurate measure in testing power balance, strength, and the endurability of his ankle. Wonderful.
How did I go?
You went okay. You went okay.
Okay.
Ideally, we'd like you up here, but we'll do stuff to help improve
Thank
that.
you.
Okay? Let's have a look at what we would do straight after an injury. I've got a bit of a lineup here of some of the best stuff you can do. Now, initially after first injury, for the first 48 hours, you want to follow an acronym called PRICER. P for protect. You want to protect it from any further injury. R for rest, as in relative rest from the activity you were doing. For example, if you rolled your ankle while running, don't run for a few days. Then the I, C, and E for swelling management. Now what I've got here is a bit of tubing, and this is very good for compression, helping to squeeze the swelling up and out of your ankle. One of the things we have in the clinic is a cryocuff. Now we put ice cold water in here, and the pressure, holding it above your head, the pressure comes down and squeezes into this boot here and actually compresses and provides ice at the same time. Very, very good and very, very effective at reducing swelling. Now, depending on how bad your ankle injury is, your physio might decide to use one of these cam boots. As you can see, it's very, very supportive and it's going to stop any ankle movement. Alternatively, there is a step down. This is more of a brace that someone would use as they return to sport to provide a little bit more support to the ankle. And finally, we've got taping. Now, taping is a very, very good way at helping to support the ankle as you do return to sport. And in one of my later videos, I'll show you how to tape your ankle. So guys, I hope you've learnt a little bit about ankle sprains today. It's one of my favorite things to treat, if you didn't hear before. There's a lot of ankle sprains that go around, and no ankle sprain is the same. So make sure you, or if you know anyone, make sure you come in and give us a bit of a hello, and we'll help to sort you out.